I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
There's a need for a new world order, but it has different characteristics in different parts of the world.
A world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order.
A new world is emerging. It is a new world order with significantly different and radically new challenges.
I think its task will be to develop an overall strategy for America in this period when really a new world order can be created. It's a great opportunity. It isn't just a crisis.
I think a new world order is emerging.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge.
2009 is also the first year of global governance, with the establishment of the G20 in the middle of the financial crisis. The climate conference in Copenhagen is another step towards the global management of our planet.
Are you optimistic a global system can happen from what we've heard so far?
It could happen, and in fact it's in the...
Like I say, Shalom, Kolayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah. Let's give a divine honor to those of GMS, honor to the Akim, and peace and bless you brothers and sisters that listen, the hopeful elect, Kolayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shah. And you know, we heard that corpse of a president say what he said. It was a hot topic for this past 2 days on, you know, him pretty much putting it all out there, man. And not only him, the George Soros, the Henry Kissingers, the Bushes, they've been saying that in speeches for longest, man. But now it's really being highlighted now because now they feel. And also I put up the video not too long ago on the female member of the Ukraine parliament said that we're fighting for this NWO. So they just put it out there. The woman in Australia, they've been saying it, man. The devil is coming out with it, man. Point blank, period. And we've been saying this for the longest. You know, you call crazy or conspiracy theorists or fearmonger. Well, now it's in your face. You hear the devil saying it, man. All right? Because they feel like now they're at the apex of bringing forth this NWO. And they also, this article, let me start with that first, actually. It said, and you also heard what he said. It says, Russia slams Biden's cyber attack charge. We don't engage in state-level banditry like the U.S. So they condemn the accusation that Biden's saying that they're going to hit a cyber attack, which we know this is just a cover for another false flag. We know what this devil is going to bring, man. Okay? And he's telling the private sector that they need to guard their cyber defenses. So this is just in plain sight now. We know what's coming next. All right? Because it's a part of the NWO. You see? And we know what it is. They're going to bring this cashless society. They want to enslave humanity. You patriots, they want to disarm you, take away the Second Amendment. And we know there's going to be what? Massive starvation. Okay? Those concentration camps, because they have to bring the population down. So they're going to manufacture all these different crises. Okay? And above all, after that, They feel that they're going to rise from the ashes. That's why they wholeheartedly believe in the phoenix, man. Okay? They believe in the phoenix because they think they're going to rise from the ashes and start a new world. Okay? It's pretty much what this is all about. A brief summary of what their ultimate goal is. But let me read this Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. Okay, and we know the center of the NWO is that cashless society, man. Okay, the MOTB. And they've been wanting this thing for the absolute longest. They've been saying it since 1988. It's in 2018 that they would have it by now. Well, look, man. Now it's 2022. Like we said, they feel like they at the climax now, man. This is the great turning point now. They have the population where they want them, and they're gonna bring forth the next phase. So this is what scripture says. I don't want to do nothing too long. Just had to point this to the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. These devils are at it again. Let's get this Daniel 8:25. Let's see through the spirit. It says this, Daniel 8:25. And though his policy, let me see, there we go. It says Daniel chapter 8, verse. Let's see, Daniel 8:25. This is the point I want. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace he shall destroy many. Because they presenting this thing like it's a good thing. You say we want to lead the new world. We want to liberate the people. That's how he's going to destroy you. How are you going to talk about liberating? Right, making you free. When he forced people to take this Vanessa, man. Against their will. Now you got all these different complications, these different diseases. Right? And people immune system shutting down and heart, this, that, and the third. Because of this thing, man. All right? Because we know what it's really about. He's destroying many. That's his goal. To destroy as much lives as possible. They worship death, man. He's the hairbringer of death, man. Okay? That's why. But Yahweh Shemel Shah, he's going to destroy this man. All right, let me get that Job chapter 5, verse 12. So the NWO, just did a video on that not too long ago on the Tower of Babel. Obviously, you devils didn't learn from those examples. Nimrod tried that, and it failed. During the time of the Greeks, they tried that. Antiochus Epiphanes tried to make all one people. What happened? What did the Most High do to him? He plagued his ass, man. Right? And that failed. That goal fell. All right? The Most High rose up. You had the Maccabean revolt. They were hoping with a little help. And then we became semi-independent from the Greeks. Right? And then right after that, the Romans came. So they failed with that. Right? Because it was never the Most High's intent for everybody to come together. He severed us from the beginning. So this goal that he wants to have everybody underneath his domain or his control, and everybody's going to be tagged, he's going to set it up to some degree, but ultimately he's going to fail. And that's what you're going to read right now. Job chapter 5, verse 12. It says, and there's another precept I want to bring right after this to probably Yahweh Shemel Shah. Oh yes, the scripture in Job the 20th chapter. All right, but let me get this precept. Job 5 and 12, it said, he disappointed the devices of the crafty man. All right, these devils who in times past were completely in the dark and they were working from the shadows, because these presidents are just mere puppets. That's all they are, man. They're puppets, man. Okay, they're dancing to the bankers' tunes. All right, they're controlled, man. That's all. They're figureheads. The president doesn't control any goddamn thing, man. Right? He's elected and he's playing a role, just like a movie. They give him a script. He go out there, say his speech, and he do exactly what they tell him to do. All right. That's why it says that. Let's get a Job 5:12. It says, He disappointed the devices of the crafty. This is his main device. Okay, this is a part of the image of the beast, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, man. So they're going to fail ultimately. All right, Yahweh Bashem El Shah is going to bring them down. Okay, because the Most High's wisdom is going to reign supreme at the end of the day. You know, I saw that the wisdom and knowledge that the scripture says has perverted you, and you think that you are the Most High. See, but the Most High brought down kings in times past, man. Counselors, whoever. He confounded wise men. You see? And he's going to bring your enterprise to naught. That's why the scripture says, let's get that, Job the 20th chapter. Let's get it. Let's get it. It says, oh yes, Job. Job 20 verse 19, it says, because ye have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. Scripture say, he that despises the poor displeaseth his maker. He oppressed the poor, which is who? You Israelites, man. Because he have violently taken away in house which he builded not. That's how he gets his, that's how he got everything, is by the sword. He took away peace from the earth, as written in Revelations, the 6th chapter. All right, let's read on down. It says, verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So they're going to be a lot of difficulties, and they're already experiencing a lot of difficulties. One of the main difficulties is what? The prophets waking up. This was a glitch in the matrix. It's something that was outside the calculation, because they thought that we would be dry bones forever. So us waking up, that's a huge problem. That's why they clamping down on free speech in this platform, and they want to label everything fake news. And above all, his own people now is trickling down to other whistleblowers, and his own people are coming up against him. That's a house divided. His tongue is formed upon himself. Every single plan that he comes up with is being exposed publicly now, quickly. All right. It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, man. All right. These nations, it says, when he's about to fill his belly. So right now, he think he's about to fill his belly. Right? He's going to accomplish his goal or his devices. The Most High shall cast the fury upon him and shall rain upon him while he is eating. Ultimately, he's going to get hit with the nuclear missiles. His empire is going to go out with fire, man. Okay? He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That's going to end his empire and his enterprise, man. Ultimately, man. So call him La Yahweh Bashem El Shah. So like I said before, you are not going to rise from the ashes. Okay? That whole idea of a phoenix and rebirth or renewal like you did during the Renaissance, that's going to fail. As it is written, Malachi 1 and 3. It says, and I hated Esau, Aishah, and his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's going to be fulfilled in Revelation 18. Whereas Edom saith, he will impoverish, but we will return and build in desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem El Shah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the board of wickedness, the people against whom Yahweh Bashem El Shah have indignation forever. So the Most High hates a certain group of people walking around. Okay, you so-called white people, you Edomites, man. The scripture says, even though you build, he's going to cast it down. He's going to rain upon you while you were eating. And your heritage, supplied mainly this place here, it's going to be left for the dragons of the wilderness, man. Okay? It's going to be uninhabitable. That's what the scripture says, man. So bring on your enterprise. You're going to fail. Just like the progenitors in the past who tried to bring forth this NWO. Trying to bring everybody together and to have this global domination. It's not going to happen, man. It's going to fail. Right? That's why I'm going to close it out this precept here. Calling Yahweh Bashem El Shah. Nothing long. And straight to the point. All right. Psalms 140. Psalms 140 verse 8. It says, O Yahweh Bashem El Shah from 7. O the Most High, Lord, the strength of my salvation. Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Yahweh Bashem El Shah, the devices of the wicked man. This is a prayer King David sent it up. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves, man. Okay? That's what he's doing right now. He's for you to bring forth this NWO and tag everybody. You exalting yourself, man. Way above your office, man. You're just a man. You're about to find that out. It says, as for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into the deepest pits, that they rise not up again. Call Loyim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, man. Okay, and that's how he's going to go out with fire, as it says in Job the 20th chapter, man. See? So when he's eating, when he's about to set it up, he's going to be brought down with that nuclear destruction. All right? So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Loyim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. Shalom.